One of the inspirations for me as a musician started way early. In the early 80s there was absolutely no metal in Norway until one band came out before even Mayhem came about. There was a band called TNT. And TNT had this amazing guitar player, Ronny Lee, and I got to know them very early, and I picked up this album. And you can imagine being 12 years old and getting this album cover. It was mesmerizing. Before I saw nothing like this. I mean, those girls here with those tits out, it's amazing. And if you're 12 years old, it's even more amazing. I think they actually had to withdraw this cover because it became too explicit. But anyway, this is the version I have, and this album called The Knights of the New Thunder has this one song called Deadly Metal, and that song sparked the idea of my very first rock band called Deadly Metal. So in the summer of 2021, I was assembling songs for this album now called The Age of the Offended, and one thing that struck me was I had to pay tribute to TNT somehow. Even if Cadaver is an extreme metal band and seen as a death metal band by the scene, we have roots in all kinds of metal music. So Deadly Metal was a song I wanted to do a cover of, but I wanted to do it my way, because the way it is on the TNT version doesn't sound very heavy. It sounds energetic, but I wanted to change it. But we have to see what the actual riff is like. And the TNT version goes like something like this. So this is very 80s heavy metal, typical style of the 80s. So I thought, I want to do something different to the riff. I want to bring it down in tune and make it more necro, as we say in the extreme metal world. So I came up with and then I changed the next riff, and I changed the chorus, and I pretty much changed the whole song. So I thought, I can't just record this as is and expect TNT to be proud of somebody doing a reckoning of their song. So I had to make a demo and send it to Ronny Lee to see if he could approve what I did to his masterpiece. And I was kind of anxious that he would say, oh my God, I don't think this is possible, or just refuse me to change it. I didn't really know. So I just sent it off, and I was like, okay, whatever. Then the same day he called me and said, this is amazing. I love it. You have to record this, and I want to play lead guitar on the whole song. And I was like, wow, really? So that sparked my, maybe I should do more weirder stuff, different kinds of stuff. Maybe, you know, it's time for me to expand my musical approach a little bit. And with the fire of Ronny's enthusiasm, I went into arranging all my songs that we wrote for the whole album into what is now, I would say, a more progressive side of Cadaver, and it's always been there. It's both a progressive side and also a more punk approach, what we call punk, more like raw. And when the time came for me to record Ronny's lead guitars on Deadly Metal, I just went to his studio with this one song, and he was just on fire and recorded the whole song, and within 1 hour he had done like 5 or 6 takes. And then he asked, you have more songs, right? I'm like, yeah, I have 12 songs. I want to play on them all. So I was like, wow, that's really a game changer for us. So he went bananas, literally ballistic, and he recorded what is now all the lead parts, but also I would say it's even more important, all the textures on the album is recorded by his guitars, and it makes the album much more diverse and exciting and inspiring, and it sounds like nothing I ever heard before, and I'm super proud to finally do this full-on progressive side of Cadaver, and I hope that people will discover that this can be a very musical experience, not only the niche death metal side that people always assume is very non-musical or just noisy or lots of screaming and all that stuff.